What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your man Phil Williams from the Phil Williams Show. Welcome. Man, I miss you guys dearly. I'd like to say thank you, Loretta Sessions, for the inspiration today. I miss you. When you reached out and said that, you need to hear from us, or hear from me, I had no choice but to say thanks for the kick in my pants, Miss Sessions. I've been so busy. How you doing, Loretta? How you doing, Jake? How do you say? Helen Breck. I hope I'm saying that right. Lita Whitener. Lita, what's up, man? I know that you've been putting in them hours at work. Man, it's glad to have you here, Lita. Diane Ellis, how you doing? Diana Weinberger. Man, what's up, everybody? Man, I miss you guys dearly, like I said. Who's that? Miss Addison, how you doing? Ryan Stollenmeyer. I believe I'm saying that right. Joseph Smith. Almeida Perez. How you doing? I'm going to read your article. I'm going to read it. I've seen your opinion piece that popped up in my message. I'm going to check it out soon after this show today. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are new listeners of my little posts, my show, thank you. Welcome. I am different. I like to call myself a bunch of things, but a lot of these things come from the inspiration of you guys. I like to call myself a political atheist. I do not put my faith in any of the parties. I just don't do it. Thomas Braun, what's up, man? Man, Gary Evans, what's up? Lisa McAllister. I do not put my faith in any of the parties. I am not that person that has to get shinola'd 50,000 times for me to wake up. It doesn't have to happen. It does not have to happen. This political party system that we have is just so un-American. It is so what the founding escaped slaves and my ancestors that, check this out, make this very clear. My ancestors escaped slavery and stayed for a reason. My ancestors didn't escape slavery to try to overthrow this country. They didn't do it. There was things about America they appreciated. They stayed, learned those systems, and they attempted to thrive. They did not escape and go back to Africa. They stayed in America for a reason. And I embrace that. I am not trying to overthrow this government, even though they are utterly ridiculous. I am trying to get us to understand why our government is ridiculous. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to inspire us, we the people, not them the government. That's the whole goal of my show. I am not going to endorse a candidate. I'm not going to do it. I will give a candidate a platform to come and speak. I will ask them questions, but I'm trying to inspire us. We the people. I think how we're treating each other in this social media era is utterly dangerous. That's the most dangerous thing in the world to me. I believe we are not functioning in the true blessings of the Jesus Christ that we serve, that we say that we follow. I'm trying to encourage us to not only follow Jesus, but do our best to walk the walk that he's asking us, to be Christ-like. Christ-like is a follower of God, doing our Father's will. That's Christ-like. I'm trying to encourage us to do that. To me, politics and our faith are not mutually exclusive. I think that's a trick of the enemy. This separation of church and state foolishness. That is a way to get us to shut up about Jesus. To get us to take our talk about Jesus and prayer and all these things that makes us awesome. I think that separation of church and state is a red herring to get us to shut up. Think about it. In the school system, these public educational systems, the schooling system, that's where the biggest screaming of church and state is at. We can't talk about Jesus because of separation of church and state. But our babies can get books on homosexuality. Our 5-year-olds can hear stuff about anal sex. And all these kind of things can come in, but we can't bring Jesus in. church and state is a red herring. It's a work of the enemy. I do not believe that these things are mutually exclusive. My baby can be a purple unicorn and a gray rhinoceros, and he can read 50 Shades of Grey in school, but he can't pray over his lunch because of separation of church and state. A trick of the enemy. My opinion. But what brought me here today, other than the inspiration from my friend Loretta Sessions, I've been wanting to say something all week. I've been wanting to talk to you guys all week. I'm watching what is transpiring. I'm watching what this sellout media, conservative media, I'm watching what these sellout Christian leaders are doing. The thing that's more disturbing than anything is that we continue to listen to these people and patronize these people and get distracted from we the people, from these people. One of the most interesting things, it was a very interesting thing to hear. Okay, I don't want to make this about Donald Trump. The reason why I don't want to make this about Donald Trump is because I don't want to be the distraction. I don't want to feed into this foolishness. Hey, what's up, Pam? Pamela Keaton. That's my shero. I gotta say, hey, what's up, Rhonda? But anyway, I don't want to feed into this foolishness, even though it is real. But this is what I want to look at. Something very interesting happened. Okay, yes, we know about the Michael Cohen thing, the wannabe gangster lawyer. I mean, I feel like I'm watching like some bootleg Laurel and Hardy version of Al Capone and Bugsy Malone when I'm watching this presidency and all these New York Italian mob boss wannabes. I'm watching this stuff and it's utterly funny. But it's interesting. It's so interesting. Now, we watched Donald Trump's lawyer get jammed up. Right? Watch him get jammed up. We've watched Jim Comey come out. He's got his little thing, his memo thing. We watched that. We're watching Mueller. We're watching all these people that have absolutely no clue talk about all the things that's happening and this angle and that angle and this and that. But the most interesting thing I have not heard anybody talk about today is this old crypt keeper divorce lawyer of Donald Trumpelstiltskin. That old guy. You know, I'm watching him getting interviewed on Aaron Burnett on CNN. I don't know if he has to stay focused by fixating. I don't know who he's talking to. But it was funny how his point of vision was here and she was over here. It's funny. But listening to what this, first of all, when they talked about in the pre-setup for all this kind of stuff, Donald Trump's lawyer flips. Or Donald Trump's divorce lawyer is saying Michael Cohen is going to flip on Donald Trump. Donald Trump calls his divorce lawyer. And everybody's like, why is Donald Trump calling his old divorce lawyer? Do you think Donald Trump and Melania's relationship is going pretty cool? That might be a good reason he could have called his divorce lawyer 2 times removed from the other wives he cheated on. But I digress. I don't want to make it about that. He calls his divorce lawyer, and his divorce lawyer, old guy, giving Donald Trump some advice. Michael is going to flip on you. He's going to flip on you. And everybody's like, Donald Trump's lawyer Donald Trump's old divorce lawyer is telling him that Michael Cohen's going to flip on him. And then next thing you know, I hear that he's going to have an interview. First of all, I'm going like this. Donald Trump's lawyer is telling Donald Trump, and then he's running out and making this public? When Donald Trump is so paranoid about leaks and all this kind of stuff, he's got your Republican politician on leaks and all this kind of red herring foolishness to get you all wrapped up and still giving $2,700 max donations to a bunch of rhino incumbents that's been enabling all the stuff that's been destroying America over the last 8, 9, 10 years. But I digress. I don't want to go there either. Why would he go out there and tell the media that Donald Trump called him and he gave Donald Trump the advice? When this dude is is under investigation, not the target, but a subject. All this foolishness. Why would Donald Trump's old, decrepit lawyer run out and tell the media that Donald Trump called him? I'm sitting there, I'm going like this. Wow, that's very interesting. Then when I watch the interview, I see why. And I see why the popcorn cheerleading media is not talking about it. Did you hear what he said? This is very interesting. See, what he said is this. Donald Trump is guilty as heck. This is what he said. Oh, you didn't hear that? Okay, let me break it down to you. He said, I didn't say that he was going to flip. Michael Cohen was going to flip on Donald Trump. He said that he's going to turn on him. And here's the catch. Here's why it was so cool for him to run to the media and say Donald Trump called him without Donald Trump tweeting him, oh man, everybody's a snitch. Everybody's leaking. He said it because he was setting you up for when Michael Cohen tells the prosecution or they find the tapes and everything that Donald Trump is as foul as all get out. He set it up. Listen to what he said. Under duress or under the threat of 100 years or under the threat of 30 years in prison, under the threat of being disconnected from his family, Michael Cohen will say whatever the prosecution wants to hear. He didn't say he would lie on Donald Trump. He said under duress, he will say what the prosecution wants to hear in order to garnish some kind of leniency. Let me break that down a little further. Michael Cohen is going to say something on Donald Trump because the prosecution wants to hear something on Donald Trump. So whatever Michael Cohen says, he's tantamount to one of those Iranian POW hostage videos. When they're talking bad about America, they're doing it because they're under duress. They're saying what the Ayatollah Khomeini wants to hear in order to garnish some leniency. Michael Cohen is going to tell them. Matter of fact, they don't even need Michael Cohen to tell them anything. They got it. They got it on Lumpy the Spanx Hannity. They got it. They got all the foul stuff. Don't forget now, Donald Trump came into this joker with 10,000 lawsuits pending against him. Why do you think that Donald Trump was so pissed that Sessions recused himself? Because Donald Trump's thought process is this. I am going to stack the law enforcement on my side. I want the attorney general that's going to come and shut all this stuff down, fix all my court cases prior, molestation kids charges, all these stuff that's going to come out. My wife is going to find out I was cheating on somebody who functioned just like her when she was and now she's the Marla Maples and all this kind of stuff. See, Donald Trump came into this joker foul. Jeff Sessions was supposed to fix him, make all the foul balls disappear. Michael Cohen was the straw that broke this camel's or this Trojan elephant's back. And all Donald Trump's old staring at some point in the room interview was doing, this is why he came out so fast, was setting the table for when whatever comes out with Michael Cohen, they're going to be able to say he said it under duress. He's telling the prosecution what they want to hear so that he doesn't go to jail for years. It's not true. That's what they want to say. It's not true. Michael Cohen is loyal to the president. He's saying what the lawyers want to hear. This is why this dude quickly ran to the phones and told the media he got a call from the president. And never forget, he's his 2-time successful divorce attorney. And Donald Trump and Melania is not doing well. They're not going to weather the stormy. I'm telling you, people, but this is the part that's more dangerous than all. Now that I did that and I spent all this time sharing this, yes, I know I'm probably going to lose friends. Come on, you guys know me. I'm just going to share with you straight up. This is the part that's more dangerous than all. You guys are still counting on all the people that's enabling all this foolishness. You're still counting on them to help our communities while our children are running around shooting each other, while they're running around strung out on dope 5 times sideways, while human trafficking is still going on, while all the things that's really plaguing us as a society, we're not stepping up to do something about it. We're still counting on all these incumbent simpletons to help save our republic. That's more dangerous than everything that's about to happen with Donald Trump and his billionaire, millionaire cabinet. And you're still considering waiting for the help of our children and our Second Amendment and all this. You're still waiting for the same simple-minded government to be the solution to the real problem that we're having because we're helping buy books from Comey. How many little Jimmy books have you bought? How is a Comey book going to help your children? How many little Jimmy books have you bought? Helping our children accomplish their dreams, the good dreams that God gave our children. Who's talking about that? What about this opioid crisis? Who's talking about, oh, you're waiting for a politician to pass some kind of bill or give some money to your community or something like that? Our children are still hijacked walking out of school, being puppets for some 1950s, 60s hippies, people that's teaching them now. What are we doing to get our children educated to patriotism and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the rule of law? What are we doing? Oh, we're going to wait for this incumbent politician that set the table for all this foolishness through Obama and Bush and now Trump. We're still waiting for these politicians to do this. Haven't you woke up yet? That's more dangerous than all this. Donald Trump is dirty. And we're going to run around here and fight each other. Bickering back and forth with each other. Not love each other. Saving these politicians. That's what we're going to do when our children are still under attack. Our communities are still under attack. Black Lives Matter is still marching versus us encouraging Black lives to matter. We still have all these liberal things happening, decimating everything that we're about as a country, waiting on a politician. Look at your politician now. Donald Trump does something unprecedented. He comes out and says he's running for president, so he stifles everybody else because they know how it works. The president gets carte blanche when it comes to the next election. So he comes out 18 months earlier than he should and says he is definitely running for re-election. So it stifles anybody else to come and get rid of this Trojan elephant. Now your favorite politician, instead of endorsing this guy fully like they always do, your favorite politician is saying, oh, it's too soon to talk about the presidency. Oh, you didn't say that was too soon for him to come out and say he was running, but now it's too soon to talk about the presidency. We got to get past 2018 first. You're not getting past 2018. They're not getting past 2018. I mean, they'll get past it, but it won't turn out the way that you think it's going to turn out. You know, when you give that max contribution to them. You know, it's not going to trickle down to help your children, by the way. You know that, right? It's not going to help. It's not going to trickle down. That max contribution is not going to trickle down and get things fixed in your community. You know that, right? Yeah, I'm just being straight up with you. They can't endorse. They can't say anything right now. They got to get past 2018. That's all they care about is their seat. They'll snowball you, lie to you, and do everything. Obamacare's still in place. They've been snowing you for the last 10 years with that. Second Amendment still under threat. Our freedom of religion still under attack. All these things are still there. Okay, wasn't that what you elected them to take care of before? See, they don't care about you. They don't care about me. And if they're not hesitant on the president, what makes you think they'll be hesitant on a resident? See, it's we the people. I care about you. I care about your children. And I do something about it every day. I care about you. I know you care about me. Except for those people whose head so far up orange Julius Caesar with Russian dressing, but that, I'm the hater. That kind, instead of them people. Yep, you're right. Thanks, Diana. Planned Parenthood is still fully funded. Wasn't that what you elected your incumbent 8 times removed from the last lie that they told you on the stump speech? See, people, we the people can unfund Planned Parenthood. We can get rid of Obamacare. We can stop this opioid crisis. We can do amazing things. We can encourage our children in their dreams. We can make sure Jesus Christ functions live and well through we the people, not them the government. The government is not designed to do this. This is why God didn't want us to have a king. We begged him. He sent his only begotten son so whoever believed in him would have everlasting life. And he demonstrated to us exactly what we need to do when we're in situations being hoodwinked by politicians, hoodwinked by fake preachers, when we, the people, get in the situation we are in now. He does not say vote for somebody. He says pray for your leaders that you may have peace. He didn't even promise peace after you pray for him. He said that you may have peace. He tells you what you do to your fellow brother. How are you going to say you love a God that you hadn't seen when the people that you do see you treat so dirty? See, God has the ability to work through a jackass to help a jackass. He didn't let the politician to do that. He elected us. When he gave us breath, he said, you, me, we will be the solution that we need. All we have to do is have Jesus Christ, and we can do all things through Jesus, who strengthens us. Time after time, I come on this show and I ask you guys to support me, help me, call me, bring me over to your communities. Let's do something. The thing is this. I don't even want the max contribution. I don't even want that. I just want you guys to help support. And it's going to get done. See, I'm still doing it. You don't see me stopping because nobody donates to me. But I am trying to share with you that it's bigger than a donation. We have to invest in positivity for our children. We have to make the investment so that we will do the heavy lifting, just like we invest in our politician. We carry their water, right? We carry their water so much we'll waterboard another American for our politician, waiting for the help to trickle down. When our Bible told us where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he's in the midst. All you have to have is faith the size of a mustard seed, and you can move mountains. We, the people, our founding fathers, our founding escaped slaves, and my ancestors knew this. And we've been social media'd out of our responsibility. And this is how we have the situation we have now. Hey, like my pastor Jimmy A. Copeland says, hey, this is not our home. This is not our home. But what we do while we're here will dictate where we'll reside for eternity. We have to love the hell out of each other. And we can't do that without Christ Jesus. We can't demand the hell out of them. We have to love the hell out of them, just like Jesus did us. We have to exude the same grace and mercy that we say our salvation stands on. We do have to address evils, not vote for them. We have to address them. And there is no lesser. It's still evil. Is there a lesser amount of Ebola that's acceptable? Is there a lesser amount of AIDS that's acceptable? Is there a lesser amount of any kind of disease that can kill you? No. Guess what? How are you going to treat evil, the worst of the worst? How are you going to treat that worse than you would, better than you would Ebola? Can I come and give you a lesser amount of Ebola? Then how, as a minister, can I sell you a lesser of two evils? When we know that that's what Jesus came to show us to fight. Fight evil. Fight it at every turn. Avoid all appearances of evil. But I can't sell you a lesser amount of Ebola. But all I got to do is put a country twang and say the Bible. God sent the lesser of two evils. We can't have Hillary. We got to take the lesser of two evils. So we have to compromise everything that the Bible taught us not to compromise. And then we're going to count on that compromised mindset to save our children? That's what we're going to do? We're going to count on a compromised Bible. A man that says 2 Corinthians never has to have God for forgiveness. Perfect. You're going to turn this dude into a Messiah. A multiple liar. Pants on fire. To save our children? It's got to trickle through all these investigations to get down to help the opioid crisis. It's got to trickle through all these investigations and golden showers and Russian hoes. That's what it's got to trickle through in order for us to save our communities. It's got to trickle through op-ed pieces saying our president is the best president ever and all this kind of stuff from your incumbent politician to save his seat. We got to trickle through all that foolishness to help our babies. This is what we got to do. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Our babies are screaming for us. And right now it seems like the only one that's answering our babies are gangbangers, drug dealers, pimps, and all kinds. That seems like the only ones that's got the attention of our children. And they're dying. And they're manipulated. And we got to wait for this thing to go through the political process to save them. Hey. Very interesting. Very interesting. I love you guys. Please support my programs. Lil Jimmy, get the book. Have you guys got the book yet? I Was Being Told, but Nothing About My Dreams. It's a book for our children. We got a curriculum. This curriculum needs to be implemented all around the country. Go to Amazon.com and look for the book. I Was Being Told. Buy the book. Buy the book. It's $13 on Amazon. You still have some money left over to give to your politician. But while you're waiting for him to come, did he give your child a book? Or are your children still getting booked because of the laws that the politicians are making or not getting rid of? Just play on words. Support the Jacob's Ladder Project. Go to LilJimmyDJPoz.Jimdo.com. Lil Jimmy, LILJIMMY, DJPOZ.JIMDO.com. And in closing, I'm asking you guys to also support Conservative Corner. You guys familiar with Conservative Corner? They're doing some pretty interesting stuff. You go find them on Facebook, Conservative Corner. I'm going to tell you something. Conservative Corner helped me start the Lil Jimmy website. There were some conservatives that looked out and seen what I'm trying to do. I'm a conservative. They were the ones that spearheaded and initiated that process. And I thank Conservative Corner for that. I do. This is a pretty cool group. Check them out. Support conservatism. Get some of their products. Sign up. Do what you have to do. There's a lot of people out there. See, I mean, come on. Right now, our children, with the help of multimillionaire Hollywood people, they're walking out of school right now as we speak. They're walking out of school. Helping bring forth what the liberal hippies been trying to do forever. Get rid of our guns. I'm just trying to get rid of the notion that evil is the only place for our kids to go. I'm trying to make something so the little Dookie stain is not the only thing that they're listening to in their headphones. I need your help. I need your support. I do. Make a donation. It's tax deductible. If you like to send a check or a money order, write it out to Philip Williams. That's 2 L's, Philip Williams. Send it to P.O. Box 3331, Decatur, Georgia 30031. Man, every little bit helps. Every little bit counts. Buy the Little Jimmy book. If you like to buy some books and help Little Jimmy in the schools with this curriculum, man, you can order the book online, order 10 of them, 15, 20 of them, and you can send them to the studio, directly to the studio. That's 640 Highway 138 Southwest, Riverdale, Georgia, 30274. So Little Jimmy's in the schools helping. We're about to do something in Ohio, my home state. The second largest opioid or drug problem in the nation, Ohio. Just got back from there. And a big shout out to Delta. Oh my God, Delta. I can't sing their praises enough. Call Delta and thank Delta for what they did for Little Jimmy. They didn't have to do it. Call Delta and say thank you, Delta, for what you did to help support Little Jimmy and Phil Williams in their time of need. Thank you, Delta. No corporation is perfect. None. Zero. But it seems like the only thing that goes viral is when they do something that can be deemed wrong. I tried to get something to go viral that they did good. They didn't have to do it. Hey, I love you guys. Lita, I will be calling you. I see you there. I see you. Thank you, Ken, for tweeting Delta. Thank you for all you guys. Man, you guys don't know how much I love you. And all those people that don't like me and because they don't think that I'm carrying the water for your guy or I'm pointing out something stupid and foul. Hey, I love you too. Matter of fact, you, the one that don't like me, you will be the reason why I go to heaven. Trust me. God did not say, Phil, you'll go to heaven just hanging around people that like you. You, people that don't like me, will be the reason why I go to heaven. Think about that, people. Before you go off on somebody on your social media, remember, that's the person that helps you get to heaven. That one that ticked you off. That's the one that'll help you go to heaven or the one that'll help you go to hell. How you respond to that one is how you will make it. Either or. And we're not perfect at it. We make mistakes. But we have to give the same grace and mercy that Jesus gave us. We were a mistake waiting to happen, and he died on the cross for us. Hey. Yeah. Diana, what they did for little Jimmy is I got caught where I needed $250 for my baggage. A misunderstanding on my part. And they waived the fees. They didn't have to do it. I had the money to pay them, but it would have jammed me up on another situation. They waived the fees. One of the gentlemen, the supervisors, came and I was telling them what was happening. I said, little Jimmy, we have to get him to Akron, Ohio for the event. And they needed $250 to put little Jimmy's luggage and stuff on the plane. All the resources I had, Diana, was just for the rental car when I got there. And the gentleman, he said, little Jimmy from the golf course, because I have a golf program that I do for young people. We're in our 7th year. It's called Little Jimmy's Junior Golf Academy. And the gentleman, the red coat from Delta, said, little Jimmy from the golf course? And I said, yes, sir. And he said, what you're doing for children is amazing. And he said that to everybody that can listen in the airport. And he waived the fees. And God blessed it for the return trip that was going to have the same situation. They waived the fees again. They did not have to do that. They did not. And for that, I thank Delta. And I encourage you to call Delta and thank them for what they did for little Jimmy. And for positivity. And you guys support it. Might minimize us running into that problem ever again because we the people stepped up. But I love you guys with everything I have and everything I don't have. Sorry if I went too long. Please share this video. Please share this video. Like the Phil Williams Show on Facebook. And for all those new people that's listening, I love you guys. I hope you like what you hear. If you don't, I hope you love somebody anyway. Remember this, people. We may have come here on two separate ships, but we're all in the same boat now. And it takes both the black and white keys on the piano to play the Star Spangled Banner. So peace, love, together forever. Don't worry, be happy, and feel that energy. And remember, what you are is God's gift to you. What you do with yourself is your gift to God. Only one life will be passed, but only what's done while you're here will last. We were blessed before we had color. So engage your mind and answer one question. What did we do to help our children? Or are we waiting for this stuff to trickle through all this mess in politics to save our babies' lives? Hey, again, I love you guys. What's happening with Donald Trump's old lawyer? Listen, that was very interesting. And you notice the Rush Limbaughs and the Shonda Spanks and the Trumpy bunch are not talking about it. Hey, love you guys. Again, please support our programs. Share this video. God bless you guys. Love you. Peace.